Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're taking a virtual trip heading to Shillong, that's the capital of Meghalaya in northeast India.
Right.
Our guide for this is the document, ynifpqcsa.pdf. And the mission, well, it's pretty simple. Pull out the most interesting, most useful bits about this place they call the Scotland of the East.
Yeah, it's a common nickname. The document kicks right off, setting the scene. Stunning nature, really pleasant climates, quite high up, around 1,500 meters.
High up and cool.
Yeah.
So what about that natural beauty? The document goes into more detail. Right?
Oh, yeah. It talks about rolling hills, lots of pine trees, waterfalls, misty valleys, these really serene lakes. It paints a picture of a peaceful, kind of refreshing escape. But what's really fascinating, I think, is this peaceful vibe right next door, essentially, to places like Cherpunji and Mawsynram,
Which are famous for being
some of the wettest places on the entire planet. So you have intense rain nearby, but Shillong itself maintains this cool, often misty, pleasant weather. It's quite the contrast.
That is surprising. Okay, so beautiful scenery, unique climate. What about the people and the culture? You mentioned Scotland of the East, but it's distinctly Indian, too.
Absolutely. The document highlights Shillong as the music capital of Northeast India, which is a big claim.
Music capital. Okay.
Yeah. And it describes the local Khasi people as really warm, friendly, and importantly, widely English-speaking.
Oh, it's useful for visitors.
Definitely. And it fuels this incredible music scene. Think rock bands, jazz musicians, lots of music festivals. Music seems to be everywhere. Cafes, streets, gatherings.
Sounds lively.
Yeah.
So English is common, which helps that interaction.
It seems so. It fosters this blend, this dynamic culture where global music trends meet local traditions. Very accessible.
Okay, so if you visit, what are the must-sees according to the document?
Well, it flags a few key spots. Umiam Lake, also called Barapani, is mentioned. It's this huge man-made lake, apparently very scenic. Then there's Shillong Peak for those panoramic views over the city and the hills. Makes sense.
The lay of the land.
Exactly. And Elephant Falls sounds quite majestic, multi-tiered, set in a forest. The document also gives a nod towards lake, more of a, peaceful, in-city kind of spot.
So a mix of big nature and quieter places.
Precisely. Something for different tastes. It also briefly mentions the Cathedral of Mary Help of Christians.
For history or architecture buffs.
Yeah, iconic building, peaceful atmosphere, beautiful architecture. And for the more adventurous, Late Lim Canyons get a mention. Sounds like amazing trekking, and again, those big panoramic views.
Oh, okay. It covers a lot. What about food? Any local flavor?
Oh, yes. It introduces Khasi cuisine, specifically mentions things like jedo, which is, I believe, a rice and meat dish, and tungrumbai, a fermented soybean chutney. Sounds quite unique.
Interesting. And cafes? You mentioned music in cafes earlier.
Right. The cafe culture seems huge. Places like Cafe Shillong, Dylan's Cafe, presumably named after Bob Dylan, and ML05 Cafe are highlighted.
What are they like?
Seems they offer a mix, local food, Western snacks, and often, yes, live music. They sound like real social hubs, cozy spots. It paints a picture of a modern, vibrant social life.
That blend again, local and global. Now, the document also touches on education.
It does. It notes Shillong is a major educational hub for the Northeast, and it reiterates the English proficiency alongside Khasi and Hindi, makes it comfortable for students and visitors alike.
Good to know. And getting there, briefly.
Yeah, practicalities. Airport options are Umroi, which is close but smaller, or flying into Guwahati, and then it's about a 3-hour drive.
A scenic drive, hopefully.
The document implies it's quite scenic, yeah. No direct train line to Shillong itself, though. So, road trip it is.
Okay. Any other sort of quick, interesting facts that jumped out?
A few neat ones. Shillong was actually the capital of undivided Assam until 1972. Gives it some historical weight.
Ah, okay.
And this lovely detail about the coexistence of a strong rock music culture alongside church choirs. That really speaks to the unique cultural blend.
It really does.
Oh, and the name Shillong itself apparently comes from a local deity, Yublay Shillong, roots the city in its indigenous culture.
Fascinating. So, wrapping up, it really sounds like Shillong offers this compelling package.
It does. You got the stunning nature, that vibrant culture, especially the music, the friendly, accessible locals because of the English, and this interesting history.
The Scotland of the East moniker makes sense, but it feels like it's got its own very distinct Northeast Indian character.
Exactly. It's more than just a nickname. Which brings us to maybe a final thought for you to consider.
Go on.
How does a place like Shillong manage to weave together such different threads? Nature and city life, ancient traditions and modern music, Khasi culture and English fluency so harmoniously. Thinking about Shillong might make you wonder what other hidden gems out there achieve a similar unique, appealing balance, maybe even somewhere closer to home.